Good morning, everybody. Well, we finally made it. Today is the last class of the semester, and as usual, today we will be taking the post test. Remember that this test is the same test that you took at the beginning of last semester, and we're just going to take it one more time to see if we were successful in developing some skills and which skills we still need to work on moving forward. Okay, so what I have open here is the two documents that you will have. I'm going to send these to you on Remind. This is the answer sheet, the one to the left, and this is the actual test, the one to the right. To be clear, the only one that you have to give me is this one, the one to the left. You have several options. You can print it out and complete it and then just take a picture of it or scan it, or you can just leave it on the computer if you have some sort of program that lets you write on top of it. Or another option would be for you to just on a piece of paper write part 1 listening standard 1 and then the letter 2, then the letter. Okay, so if you do it on this document, that you print out this document or that you fill it online, this is just you're gonna mark the letter that best responds to the question for the listening standard. For the speaking standard, we're going to actually skip this one. As you know, we're not in the classroom, so it would be difficult for me to interview you for this part of the exam, so we're going to have to skip this part. For the reading standard, it is also multiple choice, so select the letter that best responds to the question. Some of these need a longer answer. Please read the instructions carefully so that you know what is being asked. Okay, so the ones that have letters are multiple choice, and the ones that have these boxes are meant for you to practice your writing and show that you've developed those writing skills. Okay, the language standard, which is the last part, is a multiple choice as well. So now what I want to do is just review everything I've said, and then I'm going to read the listening part, which, as you know, it has to be, I'm going to read a passage and you're going to answer the questions based on that passage, but you're not actually going to see it because the point is to test your listening skills. Okay? Alright, so to summarize, you only have to send me your answers on this document on the left. You can either print it out and complete it, you can complete it online, or if you don't have a program that allows you to do that, you can just take a piece of paper and just write the number and then the answer for each of the exercises in each part. Okay, so make sure you would write part 1, listening standard, numbers 1 through 6, and then the answer. We would skip part 2, then part 3, the numbers 1 through 13 with all your answers, including these written answers. Part 4, your written answer, and then part 5, the numbers 1 through 10 with your written answer. Okay, only the letter, number and letter. Okay. Alright, so this is the actual test. You will get a copy of this. All I want to do for to end this video is to read the listening section. Okay, as you see, there are 6 questions that you're going to have to answer in the listening section, and in order for you to do that, you are going to have to listen to a passage that I'm about to read. Okay, I'm only going to read it once because this is a video. You can pause it, you can rewind it, which is a benefit you wouldn't usually have in the classroom. So I'm only going to read it once. Okay, please listen carefully as I read the passage. Choose the correct answer and mark it on the answer sheet. You don't have to mark anything on the actual test. Okay, so you don't have to print out this document on the right. That's not necessary. Alright, here's the listening passage. Space junk presents a danger to spacecraft and to humans in them. Most objects travel in low orbit 500 to 1,200 miles above Earth. They reach a speed of 22,300 miles per hour, so even the smallest bits of debris can damage a spacecraft. The Space Shuttle and other spacecraft have gotten dents from collisions. In 1983, a speck of paint cracked the Space Shuttle's windshield. Certain locations in space are especially crowded. Some satellites must keep the same location over Earth, so they travel at the same speed that Earth turns. As more satellites go into space, those locations are getting more crowded. A collision costs money and creates more debris. Although only 3 known collisions between 2 satellites have ever occurred, the risk is growing all the time. Okay, so that is the listening passage that you're going to be using for part 1. Okay, remember, skip part 2 and then answer part 3, 4, and 5, either on this document or on a piece of paper. If you have any questions, I will be available on Remind to clarify anything that might come up. All right, I wish you the best of luck, and I know that you can do this. Okay, you're fantastic students, and I know that we've covered all of this, so you'll be fine. Okay, all right, bye everybody.